What's up, everybody? My name is Dossi, and I'm welcoming you to another episode of Beat Africa. So many things have happened from the last time we dropped the last video till this very time. So that's why I am here to give you all the juicy information that you have missed. But this time around, let's dive straight. Alright, before I continue, I want to tell you that we lost one of our favorite phone, to theft inside Lagos traffic bus. That bus driver and the bus conductor, I don't know, they collide together and they changed the fare. They changed the fare that we already agreed on. And before you know it, I decided to calm down, not knowing that they've targeted my phone. And they removed my phone, and that was it. I got discouraged because that phone is very good, has a very good camera, very good battery, and that is what we have been using to shoot most of our videos. But this time around, we are left with a one that is smaller in spec to this one. But notwithstanding, nothing shaking over that one, This time around, I want to start with a very inspirational story of a little girl from South Africa. So let's go all the way to South Africa this time around. A photographer saw a little girl holding on to a big loaf of bread in the moon, and he decided to take photograph of that beautiful girl and then send the photograph to the company that produced that bread. And today, that story has changed. The story has changed the life of that little girl, and not only her family, because right now she has been the breadwinner of her family. You know what the neighbor says? They said, okay, the girl used to be troublesome, but right now, the story has changed. The photographer posted the picture on Twitter, which was viewed with over 3 million people viewed that photograph. Let's see this video. By the time we come back, we'll talk more about what happened with the little girl in South Africa.
Ngishobe ubupho obuhlungu ngifisela bona ukuthi ngidlule kubona noma mhlawumbe into ngicabange okuyizona ezizakhela amandla. Vele siqale phansi. Asiqhubekanga, sicaphunanga, siqale phansi. Namanje sisengaqala phansi inqobo nje impilo mayisekhona. Sicela nje ukuthi noma kuthiwa nihlubula kuphi kuthina emzimbeni kodwa nisinike ukuphila kwethu.
The photographer's name is Longusa Mjaji. Actually took a picture of his niece, and sent it over to Twitter. Twitter has magnified that photograph. The photograph went to be one of the most liked photograph on that day actually. So it was viewed for over 1 million times, and the girl's name is, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing very well, Mesunga Munjaji. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing very well. So this time around, the bread company, Albani Bread, took the picture of that girl, magnify it, make it a billboard in South Africa, and of course that picture has gone so viral. And then the girl was signed by the bread company. You know what that means. That means a school fees will be paid, a lot of money for the father, to the family, and of course all of them, not all of me. But if you look at that girl now, we are, we resemble each other, but I'm part of the family actually. So let's go to the next news. Away from the story of Jaji in South Africa now, let's come back straight to Nigeria. Guys, have you heard that in Taraba State, local liquor makers and sellers are planning to go on strike? Why? Just because, the local burukutu that you guys, you Emeka, that you always drink every morning in Lagos, the price will about to go up now because those selling have complained that there is hike in price of local materials and they are about to go on strike. In other news, the federal government has placed state of emergency on food security over the country. During the past administration, food items, the prices went up, and it is just because, number one, there's insecurity in the country, Boko Haram going to the farm, raping our farm workers, killing them, and the prices of food from just 100 skyrocketed to 1,000 and even beyond. So the government are really working hard right now. Moving on to the eastern part of the country, that is the Igbo side. Do you know that one of the leaders of IPOB declared sit at home in some of the states in the eastern part of the country. And of course, people have actually been staying at home. They've not been going to market. Office workers have not been going there. Banks, all of schools, everything shut down. Even health workers, all of them are shut as I speak because Simon Ekpa declared sit-at-home order in commemoration for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Finland-based pro-Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa has announced a 2-week sit-at-home in southeast Nigeria from July 31st. He made this known in a statement on his official Twitter page on Tuesday, July 11th. Ekpa stated that the reasons for the declaration were for the immediate and unconditional release of indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu in preparation for Biafra's self-referendum, to demonstrate that Biafra Republic government in exile is the only legitimate Biafra government, and to invalidate the illegitimacy of those who parade themselves as Nigeria's representatives in Biafra territory. The total lockdown order, which spans from Monday 31st July 2023 till Monday 14th August 2023, excludes Saturday 5th August, Sunday 6th August, Saturday 12th August, and Sunday 13th August as break days for market activities. The Republic of Biafra, through its different groups and governments, have continued to agitate for their cleavage from the Republic of Nigeria. With the arrest and detention of the IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the secessionist state has resorted to different actions demanding his release, including sit-at-home exercises. Human rights activist and counsel to Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, Aloy Ejimako, via his Twitter handle, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the release of Kanu, stating that former President Muhammadu Buhari didn't know any better by continuing his detention. He said, "Mr. President, the demand for Biafra is called self-determination. It's not treason nor terrorism. But Buhari didn't understand this. That's why he hounded IPOB and renditioned MNK. As a smart man, you are expected to understand and act differently. Again, #free MNK." Indeed, many Nigerians seem exhausted from the incessant sit-at-home exercises and the violence often attached to them, and look forward to how President Tinubu's government will address the long-demanded release of MNK and the Biafra referendum.
Well, meanwhile, the residents have been complaining, they have been counting their losses, and of course, I'm going to read to you one of what they says when the interview was done. He said, "I sell clothes, Habada, at Obete Market, and I can say without minching words that I was doing well in my business before now. However, as I speak, I am just managing to survive. Because the issue of closing shop every Monday, and sometimes they just order people to remain indoors for days, is no longer a joke." Another person says, he continues and says, "The truth is that after this lockdown, people tend to be famished, tried and withdrawn for the rest of the days," he said. Okay, another one says, this one's coming from Mrs. Okbo, said she was losing hope about the situation, and unless this stop, it will affect a lot of people. In her words, she said, "It is no longer funny. The whole thing looked like a joke when it started in 2021, but today you can count a number of businesses that are still standing strong." That was very, very heartbreaking. She continued and said, "I deal with perishable goods items. Apart from Monday sit-at-home order by IPOB, now someone stays in Finland and give a directive for 7 days lockdown, not minding what people are going through." You know, leader of IPOB actually sitting in the country of Finland and giving directive to people suffering. You know, market women, they won't be able to go to the market. Farmers will just sit at home, and those that deals with perishable items, they will be counting losses. Okay, guys, let me tell you another thing that is coming. On Thursday, House of Representatives approves President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's request to amend the 2023 budget, and of course, they also approved the 500 billion palliative for Nigerians. So after the long and he said each of vulnerable people will be getting 8,000 naira. Let me ask you, what are you going to do when you finally receive your 8,000 naira palliative from the federal government? So people have been complaining that instead of giving 8,000 naira to millions of people in this country, why not increase the minimum wage? And I think that will be a very good idea. So I want to know what you think in the comment section. Do you think the federal government should go ahead with the plan of distributing 8,000 naira to Nigerians in the name of palliative, or the minimum wage should just be increased? Don't forget that the president is doing this so that it will elevate people, it will solve at least part of the issues people are facing when it comes to fuel. You know, there's no fuel, so the fuel subsidy has been removed and the price of fuel has gone up. So let me know what you guys think. Let's move straight to the next news. Moving on to Ogun State, guys, move closer, move closer. Do you know that the heavy rain that fell on Saturday affected a school in Agbado area, comprehensive high school? I don't know if it's high school or not. Please, those of you in that area, let me find out. The building collapsed. Now, I don't understand. That building must have been giving signs. It's just like your motor car. Before your car will break down finally, it will be giving you some signs. And if you are not conversant with that sign, or if you are not taking note of that sign, your car will break down eventually. So before a building will actually come down, you must have been seeing some cracks, and this is happening in a government school. To report, this says the building was built by Senator Iyabo Obasanjo many years ago. I think that should be around 2011, when the senator was serving as a senator in that senatorial district. Now imagine a building of that time to this time, and nobody is actually taking note or visiting those schools, checking those structures are properly in place before students. Now you could imagine if students were in school, if school was in session and then rain fell and there was wind and the building collapsed, you just thank God there was no life was lost. And it happens on a weekend where students are not in school at that period in time. So our government, I think they are not doing enough when it comes to the Ministry of Education, the Commissioner for Education, everybody, every government parastatals involved should ensure that our schools are secure for our children. Let's move straight to the next news. Moving on to sports now, this time around. Guys, you know that the CAF World Cup Qualifiers draw has been done in Abidjan, that is Cote d'Ivoire, and it was done by some of our soccer legends, Okocha of Nigeria, Samuel Gyan of Ghana, Emmanuel Adebayo of Togo, and Emmanuel Eboué as well. So they've done all the groups, and all of the countries now know which countries they'll be playing in the qualifier. So okay, let me tell you which country Nigeria will be playing once again. Nigeria will now be playing South Africa, Benin Republic, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and Lesotho in Group C. Do you think Nigeria can survive this heat of Southern African football? Can we beat South Africa? Can we beat all of them and just qualify to World Cup like that? And for the first time, Africa will be presenting 10 teams. Wow, woo! That is a very good news coming from FIFA. Africa will produce 10 teams. Now we qualify on a regular basis, and of course the last team will go through what we know as knockout stage. So let me tell you further. Egypt will be playing in Group A alongside Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, Djibouti. Group B is Senegal. Senegal, the reigning African champion. They'll play with Congo, that's DR Congo, Mauritania, Togo, Sudan, and of course South Sudan. I already told you it's Group C of Nigeria. So level 3 is Group D. Group D, we have Cameroon, Cape Verde, Angola, Libya, Eswatini, Mauritius. And Group E, we have Morocco, Zambia, Congo, Tanzania, Niger Republic, and of course Eritrea. In Group F, we have Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, Kenya, the Gambia, Burundi, Seychelles. And of course, Group G, we have Algeria, Guinea, Uganda, Mozambique, Botswana, and of course, Somalia. Did I just say Somalia? Yes, so Somalia plays football. And when you hear the word Somalia, what comes to your mind is war. You know, they fight a lot. I don't know they have a football team. So I'm sorry, guys. In Group H, we have Tunisia, Equatorial Guinea, Namibia, Malawi, Liberia, Sao Tome and Principe. You remember Sao Tome and Principe that Nigeria beat 10-0. Okay, they'll be playing alongside Tunisia in Group H. And of course, the last group, Group I, we have Mali, we have Ghana. My Ghanaian people, hey, are you going to survive the heat of Mali? Let me know if the Black Stars are capable of dumping Mali and just qualifying to the World Cup. So in Group I, we have Mali, we have Ghana, we have Madagascar, we have we have a Central African Republic, then we have Comoros, and lastly we have Chad. So let me know which of these groups is a group of death. So let me know which one. Do you think Nigeria will qualify? Do you think Ghana will qualify? What of Cameroon, Egypt, Senegal, Oscar? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, everyone, I'm afraid this is how far we can go. I've enjoyed working with everybody in the studio. Please and please help us to grow. Bring your adverts, I can help you talk about your adverts, things that you are selling, your services, your products. Bring it on this show so that let me help you talk about that, and then you start seeing changes in sale. So my name is Hayodolsi, and sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and this time around I am now on Trends. Yeah, trends.net. That company have launched another social media called Trends. So everyone is now migrating to Trends. So I am also on Trends, and sure you follow me. So until next time, all news that I've read today is coming from our blog www.nairalogs.com. Please check the link in this video I am showing to you, so that anytime you feel like reading from us, just go on to the website, read, and of course you'll be playing. Until next time, my name is Ayodolsi. Goodbye.